Hi guys, Mr. Waffles here. I'm today doing a video about something that I find really annoying. Yeah, it's RE in schools. It's stupid. It's written in the syllabus, that is, written in such a way that it just grinds my gears and is just stupid. It is ridiculous. I'm going to launch straight into this, and hopefully you guys won't be caught too off guard, because normally I do gaming on my channel, but this is not gaming. This is real life, baby. But, yes, so, I get a question, okay, I'm doing some RE practice papers, lovely stuff, okay, and one of these questions, which is stupid, is, okay, it's a 6-mark question. I have to answer it in a way that I have to respond to the statement given with a for and against argument. Give 3 clear and well-explained reasons for and 3 against. Each part of your answer should be in a separate paragraph. Okay, fair enough, I can do that, that's easy. Well, then you get the stupid question, okay? So, the first statement that I have to respond to is all societies should be multi-faith societies. Okay, so let's just think about this for a minute. Let's say we have a society, okay? Let's just call it London. I know it's not London, I know, but we're just going to call it London. So, we've got London. Now, let's say that absolutely everyone in London is an atheist, okay? If this statement were to be in place, in practice, that all societies were multi-faith, okay, and if that was the norm, and if that was how things should be, then that would mean that London would be wrong. The people in London would be doing something wrong, as David Cameron likes to put things, we'd be like a broken part of society or something, because he hates young people that aren't in power, pretty much, because of all the money they have, but I'm not going to get into that. So it would mean that this, sorry, I keep looking at the sheet just to get back to the question because it slips my mind how ridiculous it is. It's like a wet fish, just slides out there. But anyway, so all societies should be multi-faith. That would mean that if London was not multi-faith, then there was something wrong and that would need to be cured in some way, and there was some problem there, which is dumb, okay? Now, also, I've got this book, which is meant to be good and is dumb as hell, because in this book it's got a whole section on community cohesion and all that jazz, which quite frankly I don't care about in religious sort of education in school. But yeah, so it's got religion and community cohesion. La-di-da, this section of the examination specification requires you to look at issues surrounding the roles of men and women, da-da-da-da-da, I don't care. Right, so in here, it's got how and why attitudes of the roles of men and women have changed in the United Kingdom. Fair enough, whatever, I don't care. Different Christian attitudes towards equal rights for men and women in religion. So that's fine, I don't care about that. But in there, it's meant to have basically all the answers you'll need for your RE short course, I don't know if it's long course as well, GCSE exam. In the UK, for those of you that are in America, because I have something like a 46% demographic of people that are in the UK, and then the rest mostly in America, and no, sorry, switch UK and US there, basically. So for those of you that are in the US and don't understand the system, or haven't been introduced to the system, or just don't know the system, I'm 16, I'm doing my GCSEs now. They're basically exams which get me some certificates, which means I can do A-levels, and then once I do A-levels I can go on to do uni. But yeah, that's not really important, because where I'm going with this is that this is meant to help me out with my GCSE, which I've been working for the last ages, and it's just stupid, and it's really annoying, and it gets on my nerves so much, and makes me so annoyed, because I get questions such as, this is a really dumb one, and I'll probably go back to the all societies and multi-faith societies in a minute, but first I'm going to do this. If I get a question in an exam, which I've actually seen a practice question, I'm not sure if it's in there or not, or like in this thing with all the wonderful questions that actually don't make sense and you can't answer if you're an atheist. But even then, I'm not really an atheist, because I actually just don't believe in that there isn't a God. I just don't believe it all. Like, I don't think why we need to have a God. Yeah, I'm not going to go there either. But anyway, it's just part of the human psyche that we need to have we have a space in our brains for God, as the New Scientist put it a couple of weeks ago. But anyway, yes, so if I get a question saying, like, I have to give my opinion, and on the statement that souls prove that God exists. So I am already at a loss. I already don't know what to say, and I'm already stuck, because if I was to answer with what I believe and what my actual opinion is, that souls don't exist, so I can't even answer this stupid question, then I would be sitting there for half an hour, whereas I actually have about 8 minutes to pump out this question in the exam and move on to the next one. So, let's just think about this. Souls, okay? People are like, oh, well, how do you have a personality, yada yada yada, if you don't have a soul? I don't believe in souls, because where's the evidence that we do have a soul, you potato head? I was just looking at myself in the face cam on there and just noticing that I look like a potato. Yes, hi there. It's, like, souls just, the concept of a soul doesn't make sense to me. I don't know where humans went from thinking, oh, we have different personalities, we're all unique, to, oh, that means we've got some weird floaty thing inside us that never dies and somehow determines who we are. I don't know how that's a more logical explanation than just the fact that we are basically boxes of nerves, and when we feel something, something goes off in our brain, bing, which makes us think something, and that's how we operate. I don't understand why humans find it so difficult to comprehend the fact that when we die, we are dead. I don't personally think that there's anything after. I don't think this, like, afterlife is logical at all. In my opinion, it's just generally dumb. Because what gives you the impression that when we die, just like animals, when they die, when you crush an ant, you think that something inside that ant is physically going to go whee and going to fly off to this magical place full of angels and grapes and music. It's ridiculous, quite frankly. I mean, who sits in their office and thinks about these things, like all these religious professors or whatever they call themselves, and go, or like, just for example, who, like, back when the Bible wasn't quite written yet, okay, someone was actually thinking that whole time, and, like, you might say, oh, well, it's the word of God. Well, quite frankly, we can't prove that God exists, and it's more logical to believe that there is no God, so I'm going to assume that it was just someone thinking of writing it, rather than God flowing through them, because that just sounds really weird. So let's say that there was a man called Jim, and he was writing the Bible, and he was thinking up some stuff to put in the Bible. And he knew Jesus. Jesus was an alright guy and said some interesting things, and he was like, oh, Jesus is holy man, because he thought of all these things, and they make me live my life so well. Well, I can't remember where I was going with this. Oh yeah, so I don't know why the idea that we're going to float off to some magical place is so appealing to people, because they say that ignorance is bliss, but ignorance is not bliss. Ignorance is crap. If you're ignorant, then you're going to have a life in which you really don't know anything, and you're going to always have this niggling doubt in your mind that that what you believe is actually correct. So that's what I believe, because to an extent we're all stupid, and as a certain author would say, we're basically, humans can be defined as having 2 legs and no sense of gratitude. And yeah, anyway, so eyebrows. Yeah. Anyway, basically, just the whole subject of religion just gets me really worked up because it's stupid, and it goes against any logic that anyone could possibly have, and it is a hindrance to logic as well. And I was actually watching a video recently of someone in India who disproved a miracle that people were trying to prove that was a proper miracle. I don't think miracles exist anyway, because miracles are something that science can't explain, but ultimately science is going to be able to explain anything with enough thought, because science is observation, and so if you're observing a miracle, then you can probably explain it, or you're just too dumb and don't understand it. But that doesn't make it a miracle just because you don't understand. That just means that you're not clever enough and your IQ hasn't quite hit the right number yet. But anyway, basically this statue of Jesus was dripping, and like, I thought maybe Jesus wet himself or something like logical like that. But no, these people were saying, oh, it's a miracle. They were filling up bottles of water or something from it and drinking this holy water that was coming off Jesus' toes on the statue, because he was on a cross and it was dripping off his toes. And so they were like, oh, it's a miracle, it proves this, that, and the other. And this is just another example of people reading into things way too much, which is probably something that I do a lot, but I don't do it in the silly religious sense. So, and this is probably going to get a lot of dislikes, I've just realised, but if you do dislike this, then fair enough, you might dislike what I think, but I like what I think, because it is what I think, and I'm not going to think something that I don't like, because that is silly, although I don't really like the fact that I'm going to die, but I don't think anyone really is looking forward to that particularly. And that's just the way the world works, and I've come to accept that, and therefore my beliefs are perfectly, I'm perfectly happy with my belief. Anyway, this guy basically came in, and he's known for busting miracles, if you like. I'm gonna bust a miracle. Bam! Miracle! Boogie woogie. But he was basically someone that was known for proving miracles incorrect, and, like, laughing at them for it. Not actually doing that, but that's what I would do. That would be quite fun, actually. Might have to do that in later life. But anyway, or maybe in my next life, if we are reincarnated. Help us muck it up. So, anyway, back on topic, because this is 11 minutes long, and I don't want it to be too long. And then I've probably lost everyone by now. But also, if you find anything interesting, then leave in the comments, and I'll do a more in-depth video on certain specific things, because I've been rambling in this video so much. But anyway, he proved that it was actually them faking the miracle, and I can't remember what it was, but for example, it was something along the lines of the water was passing down through the rock, through Jesus, and out his belly button, and down his legs, and he wet himself. It wasn't actually that, but it was basically proven that it was not a miracle. Now, all these religious people then said, yada yada yada, and he said that they were doing it to get money. Make money, cash money, get all the money, YouTube money, Twitch money, and money. Church of England money, whoop, no. But anyway. And they then basically said this is slander, you're saying stuff and writing stuff that we believe is discriminatory to us, and we want you to take back that statement, sort of thing. And I'm turning my head to see what it looks like. I'm losing track of my train of thought, so I need to get to the point. And so he's actually been there's a warrant to arrest him because he was scientific and did a job and proved that religion was wrong, as always, in my opinion. And yeah, I'm just rambling now, so I'm going to stop, but it's just another example of the fact that religious people have way too much power, and the fact that they think that they can prove science wrong with, oh, well, if the universe was like, how did the universe... That's something that really gets on my nerves. How did the universe start? Herpy derpy derp derp herp. How, like, if everything has a cause, what caused the universe? Well, what caused God, then? Are you gonna say that another god caused your god? Well, that surely means that another god could have caused that god. And what caused the original god? Another god? So we're talking thousands, billions, infinite gods here. So if we have a situation where we could just think it was the Big Bang, bada bing, bada boom, and we got to where we are now, or we think it was a Big Bang, but also infinite amounts of gods that don't actually know that the previous god exists, and yet there are infinite numbers of them, what is more logical? I'm just going to leave you with that thought. 1337, goodbye.